What's going on, people? I'm Swerver, joined by co-host Journey to Be Great, Coco Love, and Illuminated Lenses, and this is the Opinionated Facts Media Group podcast. Our mission on this podcast is to build better relationships through using the power of conversation. And today, we are a little shaky. Our brother, Jason Whitlock, goes on to the Tucker Carson show, and he has a few things to say. So I want y'all to listen to this.
Black woman in charge of the police force, and we're getting the same kind of chaos and disunity and violence that we see in a lot of these cities that are run by single mothers. If we want to discuss the breakdown of family that leads to disrespect for authority, that causes you to resist the police and run from the police and not comply with the police because you resist authority at all time because there was no male authority in your home, let's have that discussion. But that's not where they want to take us. They want to take us down the path of saying, you know what, this is Tucker Carlson's fault. This is some random white, this is Donald Trump's fault. It's not.
It seems like he's basically blaming single Black women or whatever for Black men not responding correctly to authority, saying that they don't know how to respond to authority and therefore we resist, or Black men resist arrest and all of that because they've been raised by single Black women. And in this particular case, also seems like he's stating that police officers responded in the way that they did because they are being led by a single Black woman.
I mean, he even did it with George Floyd. I mean, he basically was saying they didn't actually kill him. Like, if he had just did this and did that, resisting arrest and everything like that, the general blanket topic or whatever. Like, he's always like that token Black guy that they have on Fox News that they want to kind of push to be like, oh, it's not the white person's fault or authority's fault. It's Black people's fault. What can you do better? Or what did you do wrong? You had to do something.
While I do agree that there's certain amounts of responsibility that all people have, it is what it is. In some cases, it's a little bit more force used and a less leniency used when it comes to Black people.
It just seems like in this particular case, kind of going back to the George Floyd situation, okay, so you blame that on everybody except for the white officer whose knee was on his neck. And in this particular case, I guess since there weren't any white people involved directly, then now we're going to put it on single Black mothers. Like, I feel like it's a reach, and I think it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard before in my life.
The thing is with him is he tries to be slick. See, yes, that's not good to have single households because it can be harder to raise kids in a single household. So that part is true, but this has nothing to do with that. But see, when he says that, he tries to make people think, okay, well, yeah, well, that is true. Like, instead of attacking the problem of the police force and their treatment of Black people.
I read one article where they compare him to Uncle Ruckus from what's the name? I can't think of the show right now.
Boondocks, yeah.
Yeah. But I just thought it was crazy to blame the whole situation on single Black women. First of all, their chief of police, she's married. And for instance, last year when we had the killing, when the young man went in the supermarket, tried to target the Black people and kill them. I mean, his parents were married. But, I've never seen anyone come out and blame these mass killings done by white people on white women. So it was ridiculous to me. Like, this isn't an issue with the police force in general. Has nothing to do with their parents, if they're married or non-married. It has to do with the police and their abuse of authority.
I want to speak to that too. I wonder if somebody paid him to come out and say that. I mean, because there's no way in hell he just thought to himself, you know what? Yeah, I got something to say. Let's blame it on the Black woman that's the chief. That's got to be the issue. And like you guys said, to debunk what he said, this woman's married. She's not a single Black woman. She's married.
Not only that, but his mother is married. Now, she's married to a man that's his stepfather. But from what I've been finding, and just kind of researching, I don't see any mention of his father. So his father could have passed. We don't know. But it seems like his stepfather was very involved in his life and, refers to him as his son. So I wouldn't necessarily even argue that he came from a single mother,
So he had a male role model in his life as well.
Right.
You've never heard anybody say that when it comes to police. Nobody said, oh, man, they must came from a broken home. The reason why they was on his neck for 69 seconds or however long. Like, that's never came up. So why did you decide to bring it up right now? You decided to bring this up because it was Black men targeting another Black man. That's the reason why you decided to do that.
I don't know, man. Sometimes I feel like these people are paid. I mean, or somebody tells them, go on and look like a dumbass on the show.
I'm sure.
Definitely
I mean, you
do.
see the common channel that they're always on is Fox News. So I'm sure somebody, they got to be getting paid some type of way. I'm sure that they are.
Well, I guess they picked the right person, man. A lot of people have been covering this story. So I guess let the shame begin, man. Because in no way, shape, or fashion, they got nothing to do with that lady, the chief, the reason these men did that other black man that way. It has nothing to do with that. And it doesn't matter if the police that were involved grew up in single homes. What does that have to do with you mistreating your own people? I mean, even if you take away the badge for a second, why do you go out and jump on another man and beat him that bad to the point where he has to die? What has he done to you to make you feel that kind of anger inside? Especially to that degree, it's more to y'all than him. But, I guess they got to always have that one person, just like they had on Django, right? It's always going to be that one. It's always going to be that one black person.
Yes, sir, boss.
And I do want to say this for people that keep making the statement about resisting arrest. He's not the first person in history that resisted arrest. And many people were able to go back home eventually after, resisting it. They get called, handcuffed, off the jail. They don't lose their life as a result.
At all. I mean, it's some people, I've seen some videos where they just cuss the police officer out just like a dog, like after making them chase them all around the city, and they are fine.
Exactly.
And then
even if he did, like, it's 6 of them, and they bigger than him. Like,
and the way I looked at it, he probably was just scared for his life and ran. I mean,
they
you
also
go through that torture.
Yeah, they also said that his alleged reckless driving has not been proven yet. Like, they're still reviewing the tapes. As of right now, they have not found that he was even like lawfully pulled over. Like, they have not found, you know what I'm saying? Like, they haven't really determined that he was, recklessly driving yet. So this is looking real bad for them.
Well, as you said before in the last episode, I hope they put them under the jail for the things that they have done to this young man. But all right, y'all, we just want to touch on it. Sometimes you got to give your own people some lashes. But thank y'all so much for checking in with us today. We just want to cover this real quick. I am Swerver, joined by Journey to Be Great, Coco Love, and Illuminated Lenses. This is the OpinionatedFacts Media Group podcast. Until next time, peace.
Perfect.